Shilajit, Seamoss, Berberine, lionsmane, Soursop. Let's dive into all these hyped supplements.
The content presented here is all fake news.
I'm Exiled Medic and I'm a master herbalist, and today I will reveal if those products are really necessary and worth your money or if they're just a scam. Let's start with number one, Shilajit. Shilajit is all over social media. If you've spent some time on TikTok, supplements, on Instagram, you will know about Shilajit. Shilajit is this dark, waxy, gooey black substance that is claimed to be the one master cure healing all supplements.
शिलाजीत की जो आज तक मेजर मार्केटिंग हुई है वो एज ए टेस्टोस्टेरोन बूस्टर हुई.
I can tell you right from the beginning, save your money. Shilajit is a pure scam. Shilajit is not worth your money. Let me explain. What is Shilajit? Shilajit is a gooey-like, tar-like substance that is actually harvested in mountain regions like the Himalayan region.
It only forms at high altitudes, like here in the Himalayas.
Scientists now believe that Shilajit is actually something like a latex kind of thing that is decomposing, that is already decomposed for centuries, for hundreds and hundreds of years.
To improve libido and to treat infertility.
And then extracted out of these mountains. This is what it is. This is why it's so black and dark. And let's start with the good things. It is true that Shilajit definitely contains a lot of minerals. I mean, it comes from the mountains. These mountains have all these salts, these minerals, these magnesiums, all these trace and bigger minerals. That is what is inside the Shilajit.
Now, people are paying hundreds of dollars to get their hands on it.
Shilajit also contains some nice acids, some nice fatty acid compositions that are really unique to it and that are healing and good for the body. So that's the good things about the Shilajit. But on the other hand, on the flip side, Shilajit also contains a lot of negative minerals, a lot of heavy metals like lead, like arsenic, like cadmium. They're all also stored inside those mountains, and with the natural decomposing process that releases the Shilajit, this is when they come to earth. This is why they are bound in this gooey dark substance. So you're maybe even poisoning your body by taking this Shilajit. Also, the purity of most Shilajit is questionable. Sometimes it's only 2 to 30% actual Shilajit, and what's the rest? We don't know. It's just TikTok dropshippers that are selling out these supplements, so you don't really know what you're getting. And the worst, to top it off, is that most of them are quite expensive. You spend $50, $60. I saw Shilajit for $120 in these nice cosmetic-like looking containers, but honestly, the verdict on Shilajit is save your money. It's not safe. You don't even know what you're getting. Everything that is inside the Shilajit and more you could be getting out of local good fruits and herbs and supplements from your region. There are so many more things that are great for you. Save your money on Shilajit. This is a scam. I will give this 1 out of 10 Exiled Medic rating points for the supplements. Let me know in the comments. Have you already tried Shilajit? Have you heard of it? Have you seen it? I assume you have seen it, so you're also here. Share this video with other people so they don't fall for the Shilajit scam. Next up on the list we have Seamoss. Seamoss, if you heard of Dr. Sebi, then you also know Seamoss. Dr. Sebi was this Honduran master herbalist healer from the Honduran jungle that supposed to heal many celebrities, even Michael Jackson and others. Dr. Sebi had this special diet, this so-called alkaline diet. I'm also a believer of the alkaline diet and of many methods that Dr. Sebi proclaimed. Not everything, but some of the points he talked about, I really agree with them. There are also some supplements and herbs that he likes. So let's go a little bit back to the Seamoss. Seamoss is also something that Dr. Sebi proclaimed. What is even Seamoss? Seamoss is some kind of algae. So it also comes from the seas, and it's this algae that has a lot of carrageenan. Carrageenan is the substance that makes it very hard and that binds us. We use carrageenan, for example, in milk creamers. It makes the milk creamer thicker, gooey-like. And the algae, the Seamoss, it has like 50-60% of this carrageenan, which makes it very hard and rock-like. And then if you mix it with water, then you get all the gooey and tarry-like substance that you can put on your skin or even consume it. And this gel, it's proposed to be super good for your skin and for healing the skin disease and for healing psoriasis. And if you consume it, then it's supposed to contain 95 of all the essential minerals. We all heard this claim on all the reels, and that's why it's so great for us. And honestly, Seamoss, yes, if you get it from a good source, it can be great. Many of the sea algae, also spirulina and chlorella, they're great for the body.
I restock it multiple times throughout the day. It usually is flying off, yeah.
But is this Seamoss that is dropshipped from random sketchy supplement companies and little dropship people from TikTok and Instagram really worth it? In my opinion, not Seamoss. Like all the other algae, also spirulina is often again contaminated with heavy metals, and you do not want heavy metals in your body. Heavy metals will cause symptoms like brain fog, like fatigue, like unexplained weight loss. They will ruin your body long term. You need to detox if you ever consumed heavy metals. This is also why I always recommend doing a detox regularly. Every season change, you need to do a detox. I do a detox every 3 months. You can still join our Detox Masterclass. It contains everything I know. You can unlock all my knowledge. Detox-masterclass.com. You can also find the link down below. You can join whenever you want and heal your body the way it works. So what does the science say about Seamoss? Seamoss actually has some research behind it in comparison to like Shilajit, which has no research. Seamoss is supposed to be good for the immune system, supposed to be good for the gut, supposed to be good for the thyroid health. So there's some studies surrounding it. They're just starting off. Many of them are still my studies, but in general there is some benefits to it.
Seamoss naturally has 92 of the 102 minerals that make up our body's mineral composition.
I will give Seamoss a 6 out of 10. Is it worth spending $50, $60, $100 on it? Definitely not. You can get the same in spirulina and other algae. Is it worth $20, $30 and taking it regularly if you do not have a good diet? Yes, it could be worth it. In my verdict, 6 out of 10 exiled medic points. Seamoss could be worth it. The only downside to Seamoss is the carrageenan. Some studies claim that carrageenan can ruin your gut health. So be wary. If you're already having gut issues, then do not take any Seamoss. Seamoss can make gut issues worse. I personally do not consume any Seamoss anymore. I realized for myself that the gut is the most important organ we have. Most of our brain neurochemistry is based on what is in our gut. All of the allergies, all of these symptoms, mucus, it all starts in the gut. So I personally would not take Seamoss. Next up, we have Berberine. Berberine is all over social media. In 2022, on TikTok, you could not get around Berberine.
Tonight, a dietary supplement taking the internet by storm.
Berberine is actually an alkaloid that is found in many different plants in nature. So there's like golden seal, which has some berberine. There's other plants that also have berberine, and it's extracted from them. So it's a plant extract. And what does berberine do? Berberine actually rivals the effects of one of the most popular drugs ever invented, metformin. It's one drug for people that have diabetes type 2. And what it does is it reduces your blood glucose. And by reducing blood glucose, it reduces insulin levels, which is like the culprit of most modern diseases, is having elevated blood glucose levels all the time. Berberine works very similar to metformin and even stronger in some senses.
Social media users say it can help reduce appetite.
Berberine actually has a ton of studies behind it, not only rat studies, but also human studies. There's normal people that replace their medication with berberine. I do not recommend it. I'm not a doctor. You should not listen to me in those terms. Listen to your trusted healthcare provider for any medical information. This is just my personal experience and the personal experience of all the people that I healed over the years. So berberine, it does this very well, but berberine has even more than metformin. Berberine even has antimicrobial, antiparasitic, anticarcinogenic properties, antiviral properties, antiparasitic properties, meaning it can kill a host of bugs in the body, which is a great benefit, a great added benefit. Most people, they use 1000 milligrams of berberine. I use sometimes berberine 1000 milligrams in the morning and in the evening before meals. Berberine really works well. I'm a big fan of berberine. You don't need to buy the most expensive berberine. Berberine can be bought for like 20-30 bucks and it can last for a month. I always do it cycle-wise, so I use berberine for 1 month, then 2 months no berberine, then 2 months again berberine, then no berberine, so I always cycle it up and down to keep my blood glucose optimally working. Berberine, I will give it a 10 out of 10. This is probably the supplement from all the hype that is worth the most and that I truly believe in, that I truly feel the effects, and everybody that I told feels the effect. Berberine, worth the money, worth the hype. Next up, we have the lion's mane mushroom. The magic lion's mane mushroom grows your brain by double the size. It makes you smarter than Einstein. You've all heard these claims. Lion's mane is all over social media. There's many supplement companies selling lion's mane to cure all kind of diseases. Always be wary if somebody says this cures that. There's never a simple solution. You cannot just treat complex root causes from the whole body just by taking one little supplement for 30 days and you're fixed. That's not how it works. Just want to warn you of that. Still, we're talking about lion's mane. It looks so cool, you can even grow it in your own garden. Did you know that you can grow it anywhere? No matter if you're in Europe or in America or in Africa, you can grow lion's mane in your own garden. You can even grow it in your little closet next door. What does lion's mane do? Lion's mane actually stimulates the nerval growth factor and the brain-derived nootropic factor. And what these factors do is they actually grow brain cells. No joke, it won't double your brain size to be double this big. I don't have a big head because I consumed so much lion's mane. But lion's mane truly does grow new brain cells, which is great, especially if you have any kind of disease that destroyed brain cells like dementia, like Alzheimer's.
What is catching the attention of two brothers is its potential to possibly help prevent Alzheimer's disease.
Like diabetic people, they also often have some kind of brain damage. So it actually does this, or after concussion. So it's a great remedy. It even helps remodeling mental diseases like depression or anxiety. For these people, they need this neural growth factor to build new connections, new synapses, so they can relearn and rewire their brain. So even in those conditions, it truly can help. Lion's mane is very good at being used for these conditions. It won't make you super smart, it won't make you remember anything, but if you have a deficit, it can help you elevate on a normal or above average level. So lion's mane is something that I also use personally. Sometimes you can drink it in a mushroom coffee. There's all these mushroom coffees on the internet. You can also take it as a foodstuff, grow your own mushroom if you are interested in that, and you can just take the supplement. This is actually a supplement that works. It has pretty much no downsides. It's been used for centuries, for millennia in the traditional Chinese medicine. For me, I will give it 6 out of 10 exiled medic supplement points. It's a great supplement if you need it. It won't be any magic, but it works quite well. Last but not least on this list, we have Soursop. Soursop again is something that was popularized by Wanda Hila, Honduran person, Dr. CB. Soursop is supposed, I'm not allowed to talk about the word here, otherwise I get shadow banned. It's about cell diseases. It's supposed to cure all cell diseases. Soursop is this funky looking fruit with spikes on it. Honestly, will it cure this disease by itself? Very easy and simple? No. In my opinion, in my experience, no. There's protocols that treat these diseases. Yes, I will give that, and it will not cure any disease all the time. You need to have a specific protocol for the specific cause. Will it kill cell disease by itself? No. Will it help? Yes, there's a lot of studies showing Soursop actually directly destroying tumor cells. They're not in human, in vivo, that's what human studies are called, against in vitro, that are just in a laboratory, or in mice studies. There's no in vivo studies. So on humans, we do not know. We just have their anecdotal experience. But in mice and in vitro, yes, it can help tumor cells. There's many different ways to consume it. You consume the fresh fruit, you consume the herbs. It doesn't really matter which way you use it, as long as it's a good source. They're also not too expensive because it's just that. It's just a fruit or dried leaves of a fruit. Is it a magic cure? Again, there is no magic cures. I hope you understood that with this video. But does it work? Yes, there is some evidence to it actually working. There's also some evidence that it destroys all cells. So it doesn't only destroy the bad cells, but it also destroys the good cells. So you need to also be careful to not just randomly take it all the time, all the year to protect yourself. That's not how it works. Only use it if it's really needed. But it could work, yes. And one fun fact to end off this video. Soursop has been banned from supplement stores all over the world. It used to be common in Europe, not anymore. It used to be common in America, not anymore. Now it's only these specialized Jamaican, Honduran herb shops that are selling it, or they're selling it on the internet, and they still get busted for the claims, or they get busted because the government just doesn't like it. So maybe there's a little bit more going on than we see on the surface with this Soursop. I will give Soursop a 6 out of 10. Again, if it's needed, it's great. It's not a magic cure. You should never take it all the time, but there's a lot to it. Please, I always encourage you, do your own research. There's so much more. There's remedies for every problem in the human body. You just don't know them. I recommend you follow me. I recommend you like this video. I recommend you give me a comment for the algorithm boost so this channel blows up and we can heal the world together. Thank you very much. If you have any more recommendations on supplements, on herbs, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I will answer everybody and will make videos for you. Much love, Exiled Medic out.